Midwest Picker on YouTube.
Hey, Midwest Picker here. My name's Dave. This is Joey. I'm a full-time RN, part-time reseller, part-time YouTube content creator. Lately, some of my videos, what's sold on eBay, a lot of people have commented, hey Dave, how do you make any money? Some of these items you're selling are super cheap, free shipping. True, not everything is profitable. Sometimes I just want to blow out inventory and get rid of it. Instead of driving to the thrift store and donating it, I'm like, I'll just sell it. Maybe I'll get some good feedback. I'll get a repeat customer. But I saved these awesome sales for this video. You asked for big, I'm going to give you big. I'm excited to share with you my 10 biggest trash to treasure flips on eBay. Now, trash is kind of a figure of speech. These are items that people just pass by. When you're at a flea market, a garage sale, an estate sale, a thrift store, and people see these items, they tend to just walk past them. They don't think they have any value. I'm one of those persons. And those people, they make me laugh. They're kind of funny.
Well, I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Because they're walking past money. And I've learned over time what really sells for good money. So this is like worthless items, low desirability items, things that people consider junk and they just walk by it. You are going to be shocked. After watching this video, you will now know what to flip for a huge profit. I'm going to tell you as much as I can. Some of these items, I'm not sure all the facts on them, but I'm going to tell you where I sourced them, what I paid for them, what they sold for, maybe how they shipped and how long they took to sell. I'm going to go from lowest to highest, and I hope you're sitting down because you're going to be blown away. First item is this worthless, outdated, good for nothing Milwaukee tools catalog. Why would anybody want this catalog from the 1970s? It's nuts. I sourced this from my friend. He was cleaning out his pole barn. He said, hey Dave, do you want this? It was a pile of manuals and tool catalogs and parts catalogs. I said, sure. You never know what's worth money. He was going to throw them away. You would think this disposable item, an old catalog, would have been thrown away a long time ago. And who would want it? Well, somebody wanted it. This sold in just 2 weeks for $39.95, free shipping, super lightweight, low cost to ship. I was shocked. 40 bucks. I had no idea how to price it, so I just picked a price. Maybe it was a little too low. I see things like this all the time, and I have in the past too, especially flea markets. I just walked right by them. Not anymore. I'm picking these babies up. Catalogs, parts catalogs, owner's manuals. I'm snatching them all up. Next item, this one blew my mind the most. I was at a mom and pop thrift store. This is just a little hardware part, and I didn't know what it was, so I had to look up comps or look up what it was, and I was shocked. I sourced a few, maybe 3 of these Moen valve body parts. I knew it was a plumbing part, but I didn't know it was worth this much money. I paid next to nothing for these things, I think $2 a piece, and then I priced them really high and then put them on sale, oldest trick in the book. These sold for $55 a piece. Oh my gosh, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. Free shipping and handling, super tiny. I still put it in a box because I got so much money. Good money, from $2 to $55. Unbelievable. Name brand plumbing parts, accessories, valve bodies, faucets, who knows, gadgets. Those go for good money. Moen, Delta, those name brand items, people need those replacement parts. So sometimes they're not made anymore and they're hard to find and people will pay up for them. Next up are these boring plates. I thought these can't be worth anything. Plain white square dinner plates. Who would even want these? Well, somebody wanted them. They're free to me from a family member. Fitz and Floyd. Never heard of it before. When I looked them up, my eyes bugged out. Listed these for $19.95 a piece. Somebody bought 3 of them for $59. Got a little volume discount. 3 dinner plates, $59. I could not believe it. Next are these really cool things. This is a lot of vintage matches. The little matchbooks, they look like little packs of cigarettes. And if you don't know, it's like a little cardboard box and you slide it open and they got little wooden matches in it. These are vintage 1950s and my dad gave these to me and said, hey, just sell these on eBay. Well, I put them in a box, brought them home, and they sat in the office for years, and I forgot I even had them. So I was cleaning the office, I found them, and I thought, you know what, I should probably look these up and put them on eBay. Well, good thing I found them and didn't just toss them away like garbage. I sold these for $59. Holy cow. These are pretty rare. If you look on eBay right now, you're not going to find these exact ones. So collectors who collect matches, people collect everything, matchbooks, matches. I've sold matches all the time on eBay. I couldn't believe it. They only took about 3 days to sell. Very vintagey, very old. Who doesn't like a nice set of bowls? If Joey had hands, he would like a nice set of bowls. But bowls to me are boring. They're cheap. I walk right past them. Who cares? Not in this case. I bought these Tabasco branded bowls at a Goodwill for $4 a piece. The reason I bought them is because I thought they looked really cool and they had no damage. I almost kept them and I thought, you know what? You can't keep everything. So I did list them, sold them for $75 plus shipping and handling. Wow, took only 2 weeks to sell. Tabasco branded items do sell well. I sold Tabasco branded giant coffee mugs and now these bowls. So if you can find them out in the wild with no damage, I would buy them. Next up, how about some outdated, totally worthless computer hardware? What is this even good for? My cousin was doing a house clean out. He called me up, said, Dave, come on over. I got some VCRs. I got some computer stuff, some glass. You can come take it for free. Help me clean this house out. He knew I was a reseller, so I ran right over there. Well, if you think old computer hardware is bad, how about a cassette drive? Like, who uses a cassette drive? Just throw it away. Well, no, I didn't. I took it and I brought it home. And I was shocked when I opened it, it was still new in box. It had never been used. This sold for $85.95 plus shipping and handling. The buyer was thrilled. It only took about a week to sell. If you can find old computer tech, especially, did I say especially? Especially if it's in the original box, the original cords, the original owner's manual, it's all there. Take a risk, take a chance, take it home. I couldn't test this item because it was still new in box, but it's still sold. If you can get it cheap and it looks like it's in good condition, buy it. All right, get ready. The prices are going up fast. This next item is my personal item, 3 Corvette lapel pins from the 1980s. These are part of my personal collection. I had a whole box full of these. I thought, you know what? I'm going to lot them up by subject and see if they sell. I had no idea that Corvette people would jump on these. New lapel pins, they're everywhere, made in China. These are vintage 1980s, made in the good old USA. And yeah, a Corvette lover found them, gave me $109 for the 3 pins. Wow, that is crazy. Lapel pins are easy to dismiss. There's manufactured by the millions and billions, especially overseas. They're cheap. But older lapel pins, some of those are made in the United States and Europe and Italy, almost like a piece of jewelry, and people love to collect them. Well, let's not stop with Corvette pins. How about these PG-13 pins? I'm just going to say BS, but you can see the pictures. It spells out the word BS, and it's a little tiny lapel pin. And I had a bunch of them, so I put them in lots of 4. I got a message from a college professor. He told me he's teaching a class on protest, political protest, picketing, and he said, if I buy all of them, will you give me a deal on the price? I want to give them out to my students. So we cut a deal, $109 for all of them. What an awesome sale. I couldn't believe it. I was thrilled. And those took about 2 weeks to sell. Prices are going up fast. Next is this massive, and this is big, Articat manual. I think it's a parts manual, owner's manual. You'll see in the picture. Again, my friend was cleaning out his pole barn, said, here, take it. I don't want it. I knew it had value. I didn't know how much value. People would think something this dirty, covers got dirt all over it, outdated. This can't be worth that much money. Turns out Articat did not make very many of these, and they're highly desirable. Sold for $149 plus shipping on top. Took about 30 days to sell. I was shocked. I could not believe it. Old manuals like that are everywhere. Facebook Marketplace, flea markets, garage sales. Grab them if you can. Next up is a SciFi picture book. I won this on a YouTube auction. I think I paid like $16 because I bought a whole lot of like 4 or 6 books. And I thought, you know, this one's kind of dusty. The dust jacket has a tear in it. Looks kind of old. It can't be worth that much, but I'll look it up and I'll list it and try to get my money back. Well, I got my money back. It sold for $200 plus shipping on top. I could not believe it. This took about 2 months to sell. I love sci-fi, as you can tell. Lots of people love sci-fi. These sci-fi picture books, they're not always worth a lot of money. 15 bucks, 20 bucks. Apparently this one is hard to find out of print, and I did not know it was worth this much money, but I was thrilled. Sci-fi items, posters, DVDs, t-shirts, books. You got to look them up. You got to check your comps, but they can be extremely valuable if they're hard to find. Now, if you've been counting, that's 10 items, but I have a bonus item. My best flip ever. I was at a Goodwill in a nice part of town, and they had a sale on all their hats and all their belts. I thought, okay, cool. So I went to the belts, and they had a blue tag on it. And I thought, well, this is a nice belt, high quality belt. And I asked the clerk, I said, is this on sale too? And she said, yep, we want to get rid of all the belts and all the baseball hats, 50 cents. I couldn't grab that thing fast enough. I grabbed it, I paid for it, I went home, I did my research. 2 hours of research. I could not find this item. I finally found one that sold years ago, and I about fell out of my chair. Turns out it's a very hard to find Articat black leather belt with a chrome-plated steel buckle, kind of in the shape of the Articat logo. You can't find these anywhere, and it was very hard for me to price. So initially I listed it for $399. Over time, I lowered the price. Eventually, I took an offer of $220. 50 cents into $220. This is one of those really cool things that I wanted to keep, but you can't keep everything. I don't even own a snowmobile, so I had to sell it. That took about 6 months to sell, but I was thrilled. So that's the video, guys. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't. I forgot to mention, I never mentioned this, I do have merch. If you look down in the description below, there's Enoch painting t-shirts and some Joey stuff. So if you want to help out the channel, you don't have to, but I do have merch for sale. I have other links too, affiliate links for Vendoo, the cross-posting platform. I always forget to mention that. And askme.com. If you want to ask me a question, get a personal answer within 24 hours for just $1. And if you don't like my answer, you don't have to pay. So that's the video, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, see ya.